The consumerism by peer pressure. In bustling New York City, consumerism reigns supreme, its grip tightening with each passing day. Towering billboards adorned with glitzy ads loomed over the streets, whispering seductive promises of happiness and status. Among the throngs of people, Sophie felt herself drowning in the relentless current of peer pressure. Sophie, a bright-eyed young woman with dreams beyond material possessions, found herself ensnared in the web of consumerism. It started innocently enough, a desire for the latest smartphone, the trendiest clothes, the must-have gadgets. But as she delved deeper into this consumerist maze, it morphed into an insatiable thirst for more, fueled by the unspoken expectations of her peers. Her friends flaunted their shiny acquisitions, flaunting designer labels and boasting about their lavish purchases. The pressure to keep up was overwhelming. They gathered at chic cafes, discussing the newest releases, each conversation a subtle competition of who owned what, who spent more. At first, Sophie resisted, clinging to her values and aspirations. But the constant bombardment of advertisements and the subtle yet persistent nudges from her social circle gnawed at her resolve. The fear of being left behind, of not fitting in, clawed at her mind. She hesitated, standing at the precipice between staying true to herself and succumbing to the allure of consumerism. The glossy facade of materialism promised happiness, popularity, and acceptance. Yet underneath it all, she sensed a void, an emptiness that no amount of possessions could fill. One fateful day, she found herself in the glittering heart of New York City. Bright lights reflected off store windows, drawing her in like a moth to a flame. The air was thick with the scent of luxury, and the clamor of bustling shoppers echoed through the streets. Her footsteps quickened, pulled by an invisible force. Display windows showcased the latest trends, each item seemingly whispering, "You need this. You'll be happier with this." Consumed by the throes of peer pressure disguised as desire, Sophie stepped into one of the grandiose stores. The array of products dazzled her, each one a symbol of status and acceptance. She felt a rush of adrenaline, a momentary high as she indulged in the act of acquiring. But as she stood there, surrounded by the trinkets of consumer culture, a wave of realization crashed over her. The weight of conformity, the suffocating grip of peer-induced desires became too much to bear. In that moment of clarity, she saw through the facade. She walked out of the store, leaving behind the temptations and the pressure. The city lights no longer seemed blinding. Instead, they illuminated a path of authenticity. With each step away from the glittering storefronts, she felt a newfound sense of liberation. Sophie returned to her true passions, cherishing experiences over possessions, forging genuine connections beyond materialistic pursuits. The relentless tide of consumerism still roared around her, but she stood firm, immune to its pull. Her journey was a testament to the daunting reality. Consumerism, often masked as personal desire, can be the result of insidious peer pressure. Yet, breaking free from its clutches was a triumphant act of reclaiming her identity and steering her life by her own values. Please like and subscribe and hit the bell notification.